Will an asteroid ever hit Earth? Do aliens exist? Is there water on Mars?
Where did our moon
Are there rainbows on Mars?
Is NASA aware of
Mars ever look like Mars?
Is Mars habitable?
That's a really interesting question.
Yes, of course.
No?
It is possible.
Well, maybe.
In fact, we're quite confident it is proven. There have been several theories. One that we have been trying to understand, the question of, are we alone? The universe is a pretty big place. We've only begun to look. We haven't really observed it. We see evidence. Where do you find those worlds? That's why it's so fascinating. So stay tuned.
To keep the long story short,
We have been trying to answer that question definitively.
To explore and figure out.
a quest for that answer.
As of yet, the answer is still definitely maybe.
So keep your eyes peeled and keep looking up.
What is an asteroid?
We've heard and talked about asteroids many times. The most famous one being the one which hit the Earth millions of years ago and made all dinosaurs disappear. This hypothesis of extinction of dinosaurs was proposed by Luis Alvarez. According to NASA, asteroids are small rocky objects and the largest minor bodies in the solar system, which as well as the planets they orbit the Sun. On the average, the surface temperature of an asteroid is approximately 73 degrees Celsius. They are considered as minor planets like those found in the inner solar system.
Who is Miguel Arnold Reyes?
Miguel Arnold Reyes is a Philippine Science High School alumnus. He placed second in the 2011 Intel International Science and Engineering Fair in the USA. Probably the best thing that he got from this competition was that asteroids will be named after him.
What is an asteroid belt?
In our system, there are thousands and thousands of asteroids. Most of them are located between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter, and this zone is called the asteroid belt.
As you can see in the images, they have irregular shapes. Actually, they are no two identical asteroids, and scientists estimate that the belt also contains between 1.1 million and 1.9 million asteroids larger than a 1 kilometer in diameter, and millions of even smaller ones. I have heard of trojan asteroids. What is it all about?
Trojan asteroids are a large group of asteroids that are found beyond the asteroid belt. They share the orbit with the planets around the Sun. Jupiter Trojans are the most well-known and numerous Trojans. The total number of Jupiter Trojans that are larger than 1 kilometer in diameter is believed to be about 1 million.
But how asteroids are formed?
Our solar system came into existence about 4.6 billion years ago when a large cloud of gas and dust collapsed. Following this event, most of that material fell to the center of the cloud and resulted in formation of the Sun, the central of our solar system. Planets were formed from some of the condensing dust in that cloud, but not all celestial material had the chance to be incorporated into planets. The leftovers from that time took the form of asteroids.
Asteroids vary greatly in terms of size and shape. May I ask, what are the four known asteroids?
Vesta is one of the largest asteroids. It has a diameter of approximately 530 kilometers. According to Roman mythology, the word Vesta means the virgin goddess of home and heart. And 4 Vesta is an asteroid that can be seen in the night even without using a telescope. It has a giant crater with a diameter measuring 460 kilometers, and the largest body in the asteroid belt is called Ceres. This was also the first asteroids discovered by Giuseppe Piazzi on January 1, 1801, and it is spherical in shape. The scientists working at the ESA, the European Space Agency, detected water vapor on Ceres on January 2014. And the smallest asteroids ever discovered is 1991 DA. Its diameter is just 6 meters.
What are binary asteroids? Have you ever heard of Phobos and Deimos?
Binary asteroids exist in the solar system. These are composed of 2 asteroids of the same size that orbit each other. Some asteroids have been pulled by the gravity of some planets and later on have become their satellites. Phobos and Deimos, for example, were once asteroids, but they are now natural satellites or moons of Mars.
Finally, can I ask, what's the difference between asteroids, comets, and meteors?
Well, they're all planetary objects orbiting the Sun. An asteroid is a small rocky object, and when seen in a telescope, it appears as a point of light. Most asteroids are found in a ring between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter, called the asteroid belt. Some asteroids are round, some are elongated, and some even have a satellite. A comet orbits the Sun, but unlike an asteroid, it's composed of ice and dust. So when a comet gets close to the Sun, its ice and dust contents start to vaporize. So when seen in a telescope, a comet appears fuzzy or has a tail. A meteoroid is a small piece of asteroid or a comet, typically pebble-sized, but could be a little smaller or a little larger, and often created from a collision. When a meteoroid gets close to the Earth and enters the Earth's atmosphere, it's called a meteor. And a meteor enters the Earth's atmosphere at a very high speed, so it burns up and produces a streak of light called shooting star. And if the meteor survives the burn and lands on the ground, it's called a meteorite. In conclusion, asteroids are rocky, comets are icy, and meteors are much smaller and are the shooting stars that you see up in the sky.
Thank you, NASA, for giving us a lot of information about asteroids.
We have learned so many things.
You're welcome. NASA is always here to provide you reliable information all about our universe.
So keep your eyes peeled and keep looking up.